Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. I hope you guys are staying safe, still quarantining. I know a lot of states are reopening this week, and you know what, at the end of the day, each person is responsible for themselves, and I really and truly hope that you guys just do the right thing. We just gotta just keep moving forward and doing what's right, just for the safety of everybody within our homes and outside of our homes. So you guys, welcome back. Thank you for all those new subscribers that have joined me. Welcome. My name is Renelle. Okay, you guys, I don't know personally if this quarantining is just getting to people or what the heck is going on, but people don't seem to be using their brain as far as I'm concerned. And the whole of YouTube is just total negativity, which I've had enough. Nothing to report, or there's just basically people feel there's no drama to talk about, or people are getting tired of seeing what other people are doing in their homes. I don't know. But what's getting to me is the fact that people are coming after each other. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing this whole Darby Vanity, Jeffree Star situation. Which at the end of the day, you guys, I'm the type of person is that you cannot just judge a person with not having every fact available or speaking to that person, okay? So there's been a whole lot of videos out there which have been dragging Jeffree Star. And for the most part, this Darby Vanity is a piece of shit all the way to the bank. I'm sorry, that's what it is. These victims deserve so much more, in my opinion, than what they are getting. For example, is all these people that are talking about this whole Darby Vanity situation. Has anybody sat down, or when they've contacted these victims, asked them, have you got law enforcement involved? This guy really needs to get off the streets, get off social media, get off everything. For example, the other day I was watching I've been watching so many videos about this. I can't even keep up who said what. But somebody said in their video that Darby Vanity was on Snapchat and doing inappropriate things with a 16-year-old. My thing is, did anybody even report that? You know what I'm saying? And have they reached out and lend support or advice, or given advice to these victims to say, you know what, go and get law enforcement involved, go get a lawyer, sort this out, but get this piece of shit off the street? You know, it's the same thing what happened with Onision. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon with this Onision story. And what happened? It's like everything's just pushed back to the back burner with this Onision story. Now they've jumped onto the Dahvie Vanity. And what's going to be next? James Soroka, something like that. Or maybe the next person is going to be Shannon. That's the new one I'm hearing about now. So at the end of the day, we're not going to take away from these victims the devastation they've been through, and even the piece of shit that this Darby Vanity is. He really is just trash as far as I'm concerned. So let's move on to Jeffree Star. People have been making videos how Jeffree Star has been involved or associated with Darby Vanity. And I get that. I totally get that, okay? So let's go 10 years back. When Jeffree Star was a musician. Starts on MySpace, what I've seen. I don't know him during that era. He started on MySpace with his music. This one person had actually made a video, I think it was Creep Show Art, if I'm not mistaken. And these are not her exact words, but she implied that how could Jeffree Star have put her in harm's way? Because she went to a concert to see Jeffree Star, but Darby Vanity, Blood on the Dance Floor, was performing. It's like, hold on one second. How can you hold Jeffree Star responsible for putting you in harm's way? I get the point that you feel he knew. Nobody knows the exact story from Jeffree Star at this point. They're just going off tweets and text messages, whatever they're going off. Not coming out of Jeffree Star's mouth to this day, Okay, everybody's just going off what they're finding online. So she blames Jeffree Star, and she'll never forgive Jeffree Star for putting her in harm's way. This is me as a parent of kids at that age. For number one, I am not going to allow my 14 or my 16-year-old to go to one of these concerts by themselves. I cannot account for why Jeffree did what he did. Only Jeffree can tell people why he did what he did. So this was like 10 years ago to date, okay? Everybody is assuming and making allegations and putting their own narrative together on what Jeffree did, how he did it, why he did it. And okay, fine. So they are basically putting his head on a guillotine to say, well, we're done with him. He supports this person. Okay, so have you stepped back for a second? All these people are making videos about how they're holding Jeffree Star accountable for what this man was doing. Very wrong. For number one, blood on the dance floor. I watched a video on Chris Hansen where he states that he lived with Darby Vanity for how many years and he didn't know what he was doing. Then why are all the other bandmates or other people not being held into account on what this guy was doing, but only Jeffree Star? Is it because he's financially way up there? Or is it because he's so famous at this point? Or is it because people just blatantly don't like him? I don't know. Only those people can be the judge of it. But at the end of the day, all I am saying is that do not put this man in public court of opinion, because that is very wrong. I, in my mind, believe that everybody has a mind of their own. People can make up their minds of their own, you know. But still, at the end of the day, people are forcing for Jeffree to come out. You all don't know why Jeffree doesn't want to come out. Maybe he got a lot to lose, you know, or maybe he just doesn't want to be associated with this person anymore. But people can't seem to respect that. Why can't you focus with the task at hand, which is this piece of shit, Darby Vanity, that is doing such bad things to these young girls, and which he still is doing to these young girls. But you choose to put focus on Jeffree Star, that's minding his own business, not getting involved in this, but you're forcing him, trying to force him to get involved in this. And then at the end of the day, you want to come out now and say that James Charles is vindicated. But the irony of this is that, wait, hold on. Creepshow Art said that, you know what, I'm going to link a video down below, you all can go watch it. But she indicated that James Charles should have sued Jeffree Star for slander or defamation or something of that, okay? And this is what got me, is that James Charles has grown. People, there's no way, or there is nothing to compare here, okay? Back in the day, his Ebola scandal, what went down with Tati, all that was linked and forgiven because he's still young. He hasn't grown. Now, all of a sudden, James Charles has grown. When a few weeks ago, on his Twitter, he put up mugshots, supposed to have been mugshots. And did he apologize for that? No, he didn't. He was just more sarcastic about it. He didn't even apologize to the people that he could have offended. He refused to apologize. Then it wasn't even a few days later, he put up this video. So you tell me, if you can say that James Charles has grown, okay, he's learned. So why aren't y'all holding that for Jeffree Star too? Because this was done 10 years ago. And clearly you can see a difference. I'm not talking about behind the scenes. I'm talking about what we see on camera. That Jeffree Star has grown a hell of a lot from 10 years ago to now. That man has come from nothing, absolutely nothing. He worked his way up to where he is. He's a multi-millionaire and he did it all on his own. How did James Charles get to where he is? He had people helping him. And what did he do with those people that helped him? He kicked them up their ass. That's exactly what he did. Where are all those good people that were in James Charles's lives? They're nowhere to be seen. What is James Charles doing now? James Charles is just going from place to place, leeching onto TikTok superstars and trying to gain that momentum. My opinion. But at the end of the day, for you all to come and sit behind that camera and smirk and think that you're canceling a person because of his association with certain people 10 years ago, where's yours compassion? If you want to play favorites between Jeffree Star and James Charles, look at the comparison between the two. How much more rope are you going to give to James Charles? Look how you came after Tati for how she felt because she was stabbed in the back. You came after her with daggers. But don't forget what she said. And exactly what she said, he portrayed going further down the line. And there was another drama video I watched where they admitted that they know that he's very hands-on. So at the end of the day, you guys, do not put somebody in the public court of opinion, because us as civilians, we are not doing no justice for these victims. You're just trying to look to put the blame on, but taking away from the real problem of this all. Darby Vanity needs to be put behind bars. Pick up your phones, get off your social media, get off yours and use your phone law enforcement and find out what is being done about this, because these girls are hurting. And when are people or parents going to take accountability for their kids, to be there for their kids? I want to play this clip from a victim of Onision, and I admire this girl.
Was it that kept you from going out there, Haley?
My mom.
And what did she say to you?
She said that if I got on a plane and flew out there, that she'd be right behind me to drag me back home.
Did you hate her for this at the time?
No. I love my mom. Me and my mom have always been best friends, and I remember her telling me when I was talking to Kai in the thick of it, she said, I for sure don't trust Greg, but there is something about Kai that is just not right. And she begged me not to go.
Did you resent her a little bit for that, or did
No.
you took her for her word?
I would put my whole life in my mom's hands. She's the smartest woman I know.
How are you as we sit here this evening?
Very. I'm very thankful to have her. I think she really steered me in the right direction with it. And I was talking to her the whole time that I was talking to Greg and Kai and everything that was going on. And of course she was angry and wanting to take my phone and write some words herself to Greg. But of course I didn't let her do that. But I mean, she's been the biggest support that I've had just throughout my whole life. So.
And there you go. She appreciates her mother, because if it wasn't for her mother stopping her, she could have been even deeper involved in Onision. So parents, it's our responsibilities to protect our kids. We cannot put anything on the next person. It's our responsibility. Let's focus on and be there for our kids at all times. See what they're doing. Keep tabs on them, because that is our responsibility, people, as parents. People want to sit behind the camera and say, if Jeffree Star. It's like, you guys, me personally, I don't support Jeffree Star because of, oh, I like his lifestyle. And no, I support Jeffree Star because he sells good quality products. Is that so wrong? I also support James Charles. And for the mere fact of I don't use his products, but there are people out there which I've been doing is having giveaways. People like James Charles. And I'm not going to hold anything against them for who they like or who they support. You know, at the end of the day, we can just go on how we are. We can't instill anything on the next person. If you choose to stop supporting Jeffree Star, that's on you. Good for you. I'm not judging you for who you support. But my only thing is, we cannot hold Jeffree Star accountable for what this piece of shit is doing to these young girls. They are hurting. And what y'all are doing is no justice for them. Y'all are hurting them more. So get off your high horses from behind those cameras with those smirks on your faces because you feel you're bringing Jeffree Star down. You'll have no idea what this man goes through on a daily basis. You'll have no idea what anybody is going, this whole country is going through hurt right now. But all you can do is sit behind those cameras and judge Jeffree Star and want to bring Jeffree Star down for the association he had years ago. You got to be kidding me, people. People are dying out there today. This man is actually helping people. Not one of y'all that I've watched, that I've seen, have ever brought any positivity to YouTube right now. It's just total negativity on top of negativity. There's people that are risking their lives. What have you all done to contribute to what is going on today? Jack shit. But to sit behind your camera, spill tea on the next person, and just sit there and gloat on the fact. You'll need to stop. You'll want to focus on now Darby Vanity. Focus on him and the wrong that he is doing to these young girls. Report the news. All well and good, spill the tea, but also spill it to the authorities, to Snapchat or Twitter, wherever he's doing these wrong things. Do the right thing. That's all I'm asking. You're going after certain people because they don't want to report on Jeffree Star. Why does it matter? Take Blair White, for example. You came after Blair White. I'm not here to defend her. But the thing is, what is wrong with you people? Your reports on it, what she does with her channel is her business. Who she supports is her business. Nobody's forcing you to support her, but don't judge her. You came after Dustin Daly. Dustin Daly came and he explained exactly why he didn't want to report on it. Because it triggered him. So why are you all judging the next person? If you all want to bring it to the table, bring it to the table. But don't expect anybody else to bring it to the table. Because what are you all doing here? You're taking away from the damn victims. That's exactly what you're doing. Focus on your channel. If it brings you views or those are just negative people. Just negative people. If Jeffree Star is guilty of something, it will come out, people. It will come out. But you can't sit there behind that camera and degrade this man because you'll have never walked a day in this man's shoes. You'll have never walked in anybody else's shoes besides your own. So at the end of the day, all I am saying is that nobody else can be held accountable for what this piece of shit Dahvie Vanity is doing besides Darby Vanity. And all I am saying is, parents, please, please keep an eye on your kids. Be a parent. Do what we are supposed to do and be mindful of who they're communicating, where they're going. You know, things that a parent should be doing. You guys, I'm sorry I lost it for a minute there, but You know what? If people wanna sit and make videos, you've got to be give everybody a fair chance. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I do feel bad. My heart, I've watched a video or quite a few videos of these victims. This man needs to absolutely be taken off the street, you guys. Absolutely 100%. And the sad thing about it is that look at how now all of a sudden this Onision has basically gone away, because everybody was on this Onision thing. So now there's a new one on the block, you know. So is that just like, okay, we'll forget about Onision and we'll move on to the next one. So it's just basically just going to be a pattern. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want to do something, don't take it to the courts of public opinion. Take it to law enforcement. You want to do something good, that's the best thing you can do. Be there for those victims. If they can't afford an attorney, do what you'll need to do to get these people an attorney. You know? So don't hold somebody else's feet to the fire. If it does come to that, law enforcement will get hold of Jeffree Star. Let them do their job. You can't sit there behind a camera and want to bring somebody down. And you want to come and say, or these people that are reporting on this want to come say, Jeffree Star's jealous of James Charles. It's like, people, think about it, okay? I'm not taking anything away from James Charles. He is absolutely fantastic at what he does. He's an awesome makeup artist. But he also needs to check his privilege, you know. And another thing, he needs to grow up. He's 21 years old. He needs to start acting like a 21-year-old. Jeffree Star, he's 34 years old. But look at where he's worked himself up to be. You know, he's worked his way to be a businessman. He develops his own cosmetics. He's responsible for so many people. What he does behind the scenes, that's on him. His YouTube videos is for entertainment. It's not for somebody to take literally, you know. So don't be gullible. Don't be naive. All I am saying is that do not try to rip somebody down. You cannot hold Jeffree Star, in my opinion, accountable for the wrong that Dahvie Vanity is doing. You cannot do that. When time comes and Jeffree Star needs to talk about it, he'll probably talk about it. Somebody did, I think it was Tamimi, or somebody, I may be wrong, and if I am, I'm sorry. She said that Blair White did a fantastic job of getting the message out there. Isn't that the point? Is to get the message out there about this creep. But then Blair White was judged because she didn't want to get involved with Jeffree Star or something like that. You know what? Who the hell cares? I got nothing to lose. I don't know Jeffree Star. But I'm just the type of person that's a compassionate person. You know, I'm not going to judge without everything laid out in front of me. I'm not going to do that. Because it's not my job. I am not judge, I'm not jury, I'm not the prosecutor. I'm none of that. So at the end of the day, if that's what gets you views, good for you. But at the end of the day, when it all comes down to what it is, I hope that these victims get their justice, because they deserve that. They deserve to get freedom. And as long as this man is out there, still on social media, still making his music, still doing the wrong to these youngsters. So yours videos are basically doing nothing for the situation. Absolutely nothing. And once again, I truly plead to the parents out there. You know, if you're a child of a certain age And even my daughter's 18 years old and I still keep all the tabs on her, you know, because it's not that I don't trust her, it's because I want to protect her. And that's the best thing you can do, is just be a parent. So you guys, that's all I have to say about this whole situation. And I truly and I really do wish that these young ladies get their justice, because nobody should ever go through something like this. And for this, gosh, take a drink for every time I said piece of shit. For every time this piece of shit is doing this, it needs to stop. It really and truly needs to stop. So at the end of the day, you guys, please don't forget, stay safe out there. Be kind to one another. It doesn't even cost you a damn penny to be kind to one another. That's all I'm saying. But you guys, don't forget to my previous video to enter the JEFFREE STAR. Oh, how ironic. The JEFFREE STAR giveaway, and that'll be closing on Friday morning. And then on Friday, I'll have another giveaway. And you guys, I'm only doing these giveaways because it's something for people to do, you know. I just want to put a smile on people's faces. That's all I want to do. And I promise you, I just got a message just yesterday from the winner of the James Charles palette, and she was so grateful. And her daughter did swatches of the palette, which was absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. And that's what makes me happy, you guys. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you guys. So please leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. I love you guys, and don't forget, please be kind to one another.